Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. So on the left side is the blue British, we have xiaoguai. So on the right side is the red French, we have CrispyButt, PhD. And somebody realized as well, my apologies, got to, without messing that up. There we go, that's a bit more smooth for me to cover. Polecats, and it's not another name for, what's it called? Weasels? No. Ferrets. You don't have some of these macaws slapping the explorer. Over here, we do have, of course, some wood. French player clicking up wood right now. Let's keep an eye on the French. He's cutting up wood right now. He has a trading post in the field. So why would you cut up wood right now? What are you eyeing? Local kitty cat has been gunned down. His buddy will go down as well, stealing his live oak. Oh, I think he just powered out a house. That would make sense. Going for a shipment of couriers. We got some important natives on the map that have not been collected. These water buffalo in their natural habitat, the water. Here's a fun fact. The Brazilian government, or at least some of their local governments, use water buffalo and other various large aquatic animals similar to a water buffalo as a police mount, due to the fact that they can run through water to chase after criminals.
Oui.
My pants are too tight, the explorer. I gotta love some stupid names. Such as this name. I can't read it, so it must be stupid.
Prêt.
Scout moving around. French player has left the deck. I haven't really covered it. It is Dave, the deck. Which you do have team French auxiliary combatants. Gives them native attack and hit points. You also have the Voyagers, improves his French explorer in combat, allows him to heal, and give him powerful canine companion. Wilderness Warfare. Huron allies. So maybe I have some sort of hybrid theaters. I can make some of your outlaw units take like 1 to 2 population, depending what it is. I don't understand the French deck right now. He's going for pioneers, so he's going. It's better. Oh, Tiger does go ahead and win the fight. After all, tigers are pretty good at hunting Frenchmen. Those mostly Tiger Panzers. I don't really know about this deck. Maybe I have some sort of weird native outlaw deck? Maybe natives with a supplementary force of outlaws? I have no idea. We also got the Royal French Army, more native warriors, make them cheaper. Armored Pistoliers and the German Black Riders, yeah. More Huron allies. This does also send the champion as well, so I'm not sure. But do now the British player bring in the wood trickle? No, Greenwich time. Or Virginia Company. He does have 6 villages in wood. His deck does include some doggies. He has Rangers. Both these decks are a little bit more unusual, which I'm here for. And there's this temple does give you a unique grenadier variant, which I remember correctly as well. I think it's classified as light rather than heavy for a grenadier variant. Or maybe it's actually unclassed, neither light nor heavy. If I remember correctly, these chakram throws are not half bad. Which could combo well with his, was it young guard and middle guard. Get more grenadiers to throw at your opponent. Hunting doggos and a shipment of couriers. Bridge players aged up, of course, as well. Doesn't have any of these shipments just yet. Do now have a barracks in the field. Got quite a bit of food stored on up. Going for some longbowmen. Needs more coin. He can go for a shipment of coin to get his age up. Shipment available. Let's see what he goes for. Going for a shipment of villagers. He has enough food to age up. I'm not sure what he's doing. Frenchman. Huh? There's some chakram throwers now on the build queue. Some local monkeys getting gunned down. Let's see. Improves the gathering rate of mills. Also improves the gathering rate of livestock pets. Interesting. Improves the village herded animal gather work rate from village, farm, livestock markets, so you can make your animals fatten faster. Not bad. Stars employ a good number of chakram throwers. Let's see if I remember this unit correctly. It is classified as light infantry. So I guess it's a mix between. They also do range damage from siege damage, so they are relatively unique. You can probably most compare them to an obelisk gun, but that does siege damage range from, and this does range damage and AoE. So I really don't know how to classify these things. They are classified as grenade troop. They most feel like grenades, but they're also not grenades. They do retain a 50% range resist. And since they are light... Oh, wait. They're also light. Which means these longbowmen won't do any bonus damage to them. Granted, plus 25% long bonus damage is not too significant. So the chakram throw is going to be relatively effective versus longbowmen. So probably a good idea to pull out some hussars and be a Frenchman. More longbowmen and more shipment of longbowmen there. Explorer will go down. More chakram throws now pulled on the field. The French player has 2 shipments available. Maybe shipment coin would be half bad. Shipment coin to Huron allies, but he's going for the wilderness warfare. Doesn't have any of the other native cards just yet. Longbowmen are advancing. Scout down, not big surprise. And the grove is being collected on up. Warriors are collecting at a pretty good rate. That should be available for the British. Goes for a shipment coin.
Oui.
Warriors advance way forward. They do have nearly 400 health and 40% range resist. You also apparently recovered a villager. This is a good number of longbowmen. This is maybe not enough chakram throwers. They do have right now nearly 200 health. Longbowmen have half the health. They're going to get some good AoE damage here. Oh, that's going to be hit that group there. That French villager is starting to gun them down. He may be trying to do that just to draw some fire. They have a very good amount of health right now. And they also have decent damage at 11. Everything's slowly gone down. Does have a single regular villager. That lady does get killed, turned to a porcupine. And all these longbowmen going down. The French player overall seemed like feel like he took a lot less damage there. 22 versus 34 villagers, so he's down a large number of villagers. Chalk and throwers do not have grenade damage, but the British player is now aging up to with the adventurer, or a bit of adventuring. Sorry, I don't know why that reminds me of an old cartoon called, what was it called, Flapjack?
Oui.
Adventure. Either way, the chalk and throwers are advancing way forward. As I mentioned beforehand, they don't have good siege damage. Switch for their cost, not great siege damage. He's now going for the native warrior combat, giving plus 15 health and damage, and also bringing the Huron allies, which are a siege mantlet unit variant, which offers mostly just high health and good brawling statistics. They're really just low stats, and I don't think they're half bad. I mean, after all, it feels like the Iroquois are one of the better siege factions, strangely enough. Light cannons are great, and mantlets are not bad either. There's a round of musketeers. Annihilates a whole formation there. These guys do plus 50% damage versus heavy, so they will actually be more effective versus those musketeers. I didn't realize that they weren't getting affected by that against those longbowmen, but their range resist was also pretty effective against longbowmen, and good typing against them. We do now have fencing school now being deployed and out. There's another round of longbowmen. More musketeers being deployed and out. You may better go for skirmishers. And the British get skirmishers? Maybe better go for hussars. Get out of stable. Musketeers are going to get picked off there. Now it's going for the auxiliary combatants. And now these guys are getting pretty healthy. How healthy can the Huron mantlets get for the French? I just realized how effective that infinite Huron mantlet card is. Like, right now he can deploy up to only 10, but they can get some pretty good amount of health. Right now they're over 300. They offer excellent 51 siege damage, 56 siege damage now. They're now at 336 health. They have 40% range resist. And they're classified neither as heavy nor light. So that means they won't take bonus damage from the longbowmen, and their 40% range resist will make them very resilient. 31 damage is quite good as well. They do offer 56 siege damage, so that is a siege unit he requires. After all, these are siege troopers, which is actually different than siege unit, isn't it? Yeah, the attacks it does anti-damage for siege unit would still fully apply to siege trooper, wouldn't? Oh no, it is classified siege unit. I saw that typing now. Never mind. I'm blind and cannot read. Huron mantlets will provide quite a bit of good siege damage here. Draws quite a bit of fire. A couple chalk and throws in the longbowmen. Musketeers now being shipped on in. Longbowmen do take some damage there. Guys, still some villagers up north. Does that for 15 villagers garrison. Does get around the Hussars exactly what he needs. Here on Matt, let's do good, or just do good damage versus everything. So they should start throwing some, what was it, tomahawks against the Hussars. Either way, the stable does go down. Also got some French villagers here. The Frenchman is not aged up, going for more chocolate throws, and now brings some more pikemen for siege damage. Got these more pikemen here. The French villagers may push too far forward. And it does get gunned down there. Do not have native embassy here for forward deployment, another production queue. Two shipments not available. Go for the Warjäger in order to get out the doggo. May want to start aging up. He did some good damage to his opponent. The French player, however, losing a good number of villagers right now. Another shipment of musketeers. Villagers slowly being picked off by this chocolate thrower. There's also a yak here, the water buffalo. Another round chocolate throws here, so we got 6 up here. More chocolate throws now being flowed on out. Shotgun throwers making their advance. Musketeers do take up, send a volley there. Azar is now pushing way forward. Pikemen now chasing down these Hussars. Makes a good damage onto them. We got a decent British army now up on the field. The French player may want to sit back, regroup. The pikemen are good to come item to mix on in. Chalk throwers doing some good priority focus firing there. Another chalk throwers is getting hit by the cavalry. They do only 25% less damage against heavy cav and melee. Huh, they do full damage versus light cavalry. The British player lost another bit of army there. The French player lost all of his army. Has 3 shipments available. Well, I might as well just supply the shipment coin. More chocolate throws being flowed on out. Do now the Warjäger being pulling fields, just pulling out anything it can. Don't think Edicts and Nana would be decent at the moment. Doesn't have enough coin for making use of theaters. I think the French players should just back off, age up, and then go from there. Pikemen gains good damage. Now got a round of falconets. These guys do range damage, not siege damage, so they will do 75% less damage versus the falconets. Pikemen trying to push their way forward. And yeah, Red had a good opportunity, but I don't think he really capitalized on it. And I think losing all those villages in the center of the map here was, or on his opponent's side of the map, was not great either. Right now, the British player doesn't realize how good of a position he is. He's also cut villager production, so the French player has now more villagers than opponent in their French villagers. And we don't have any wood chopping upgrades for the British players, or any economic upgrades. Villagers, that's like the base food collection, default regular food collection rate for the British. No. At this current rate, the longer the game goes on, the better the French will do, because he has a better economy, more economic research, which results in better economy, but more villagers, better economic research. Now let's bring forward some French villagers. He does not need to do this, but of course he may not realize he does not need to do this. Ito, the doggo, switch way forward. Ito does go down. What did I say? Hareto? I am dead. Thou livest report to Iko. You know, it's been really ever since I've seen the dog kill my cause a right to be unsatisfied. French villagers now getting hit there, and this is a significant number of French villagers. There are 22 villagers here. That is 2/3 of his villagers here, but they're getting some good damage. They do offer 400 health, about half the damage on the musketeer. So they're roughly similar to Musketeer. Oh, they also have plus 40% range resist, so they actually may be better than Musketeer 1v1. Musketeers actually do better if they actually go into melee mode, wouldn't they? They will bypass the range resist. They will offer the same melee damage, and the Musketeers then use their melee resist in their favor. The Explorer is throwing some torches in the town center. Now got Reds backing on off now. It's down 25 villagers, which is less than the British player, but the economy, once villagers start collecting up again, so maybe actually equal thanks to it being French villagers and better research.
Ready?
Yeah, so like the rest of these berries, it doesn't not collecting the local fauna. Water buffalo still here. Oh, sorry about that. Just saw your Rumble comment. Oh, enjoy. Longboom and Beam Plum and Field. We do not have Town Militia and Edicts and Nanite. The Edicts of Nanites. Nano Machine Technology. Not sure. I mostly just download them from the Sombreros. What's it called? Discord. I'll see if I can't see American selected in the name of the replay, but I honestly cannot say. We got the bishop now finally being researched by the French. This will allow him to move diagonally a little bit better. The problem is his opponent's directly to the left, not diagonally. Not sure. You could try to go for the join the Sombros Discord channel. They probably can give you a bit more pointers. I'm not really much of a teacher. I can probably tell you what goes wrong with a replay, but I can't really tell you how to go play it well. Maybe if you want to learn anything, good scouting. Because if you scout out what your opponent has, then you can deploy out a counter, which is a bit more reactionary playstyle rather than being aggressive, but it can be a good way to fight. You now have the Young Guard now being put on the field, as well as the Amalgamation, and British players eyeing for the Veteran Musketeers. Definitely be a good idea to start to play on some skirmishers against all the musketeers. More musketeers on the build queue. Covered wagon making its way up north, deploying up right there. Next to the geological survey, showing promising ore veins. I think I'll just give you a bit of a map hacks. Sorry, map hacks. Just reveals point locations. Not really worth it, honestly. The British player is really sticking in, consumed his berries, going for the mill, which is not great. You probably still need the various farm research. Do now some middle guard in the field. They will be a bit more proper against the musketeers. Going for more of the shotgun throws wouldn't be half bad.
Yes. Yes.
Got some halberdiers now deployed on the field. Trimming falconets. Red's arm's a little bit too small to advance. Has half the military size, so some of his units are 2 population. Though Detail is still with him. Settler here. He most likely got some farming research. Now he's getting the seed drill. More halberdiers been put in the field, which may be decent against the musketeers. They do offer 28 damage, which is good. The musketeers, of course, have a gun, and they only have 17 damage in melee. They do offer good in melee. The problem is they are, of course, expensive and slow. We got some falconets now deployed in the field. French villagers still being trained. The British player has got up to 40 villagers, and maybe from more manors being built, but I don't think he's been building villagers. The French player has been losing a good number of villagers. Now bringing the Audacy discipline training for the chalk and throwers. He also has gone for the other 2 research. What's the other 2 research again? Which are the increase of hero, explorer, war chief, and monk hit points. Howdy. Thank you. We don't know how the falcon is firing away. Musketeers get a good follow there. He may get one more shot off. Does not. Got a good number of grenadiers. Halberdiers with engaging melee. Musketeers bayonet charging the falconet. Halberdiers coming onto the flank. Falconet has been stabbed to death. Grenades raining on him, getting some great AoE damage. And overall, there's been no counter to the grenadiers. The middle guard ripped apart all the musketeers. Sport of everybody else. And I think the British player just lost his army, and now we do have actually adequate siege damage here. Plus 57 damage versus for siege attack, with additional 15% damage against housing or just structures, buildings. I really have to check some of these names of multipliers, because let's be honest, how often do we actually look at bonus damage versus buildings? It's just a house or all buildings? But this reduces significant damage. Throwing some grenades against the villagers, no against the barracks, trying to deny the production structures. More halberdiers not being deployed on in. Halberdiers straightforward, trying to flank the various grenadiers. And does get them. Got some halberdiers to engage. Halberdiers now rotating around, stabbing the horses. More shotgun throws from the field, and Dido charging as well. He may be also affected by the chocolate thrower improved hero hit points. Can't speak. And that is the end of the replay. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.